question?
Yeah.
So what if we run into a lot of people like this. What if someone has no insurance? Are they able to still have you represent them?
Yes.
Right?
100%.
Yeah.
As long as they've got damages, yeah.
Exactly. So we have, as an example, a family that their mother owns 5 homes that was referred to us, right? We really can't go out and solicit people unless it's a referral, right? So we're waiting for the containment and the 7 days and all that. But we were referred to this family, and the kids of this mother, they have no insurance. They're all tenants to her, right? But they were right there, the homes are gone, and they were right there, and we said, well, wait, when we got the text as to your information, we said, we'll get your information because we're pretty sure you're in the zone, you're in the fire zone, and you can be part of the lawsuit if so.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Okay.
And tenants, people that are, as long as if they were there, if they're occupants and they had damage, the cases that are harder are people that just have an economic loss that weren't tied to a property in some way. So, we had this come up in the North Bay cases, Uber drivers, right?
Okay.
Those cases are harder because they don't have a home, right?
Yes.
But if they're a tenant,
okay,
or they live there because they're a resident,
yes,
and they had to evacuate, those people all have kinds of claims. Yeah. I mean, the pure economic claims are hard to make because if they didn't lose something physical, then it's harder to make a claim. A lot of people ask, well, can I bring a claim because I just evacuated the area, right?
Yes.
I have to be there. They have to have some kind of injury. Now, they could have smoke inhalation, they could have some kind of personal injury that would allow them to have a case. We would just have to talk to them. Those are hard. But, we'll talk to anybody if they may or may not have a case. But that example you're giving, they have a case.
okay. So if they live there, then definitely, for sure.
Yeah. There's not a requirement you have insurance to be able to bring claim against Southern California. Just the opposite. We're bringing the claims for the uninsured part.
Okay, and then if, say as an example, there's another family that we are representing, but she is not the name insured. It's mom and dad have, their policy, but she's the one that actually is inquiring about an attorney, and she said, so I believe that because their policy is gonna cover their stuff, like it's her partner and her child, she said, I just wanna see what I can do to be able to recover my stuff. And we said, well, because their policy basically, it's gonna cover their stuff. And she said, I would like to know. So someone like her that lived also inside the home, although there is insurance, she's an adult and she's not a name insured.
Yeah, she has a claim.
She has a claim.
And if she lost stuff there, she's got a claim for her stuff, and if she evacuated, she has a claim for the evacuation.
Okay.
So she has a claim, those kind of people.
And then my last question, and the same for someone that owned a business with no insurance.
As long as it's a physical business.
Yeah, that is completely done.
Yeah, those claims are, we see that a lot. We saw a lot of that on Maui.
Yeah.
Lots of people who had brick and mortar businesses.
Yep.
Maybe they were tenants in a building and it burned and they've got a loss of business loss. Those people all have claims.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the slide. I don't know if you walked into, I think you came in after that.
Yeah, I came after.
There's a slide that we show on that for business loss because a lot of times it's very common that the businesses don't have money. And they don't have the kind of interruption insurance, or they have a limited amount.
For business interruption.
Business insurance cases. A lot of small business owners don't have, mom and pop stuff don't have insurance, and so we work with. Rob does a lot of this with lost wage claims, lost income claims, and we work that up and we figure out, okay, they've got 3 years of, hopefully they have some income tax, some kind of tax records that we need that, But sometimes people, you know, we work with them. You know, we take them the way they are, and hopefully we can prove the case up. But you know, they're absolutely those kind of uninsured claims. They have valid claims that should be pursued. They should be pursued.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We went to a FEMA meeting, and we've done those before in other disasters, right? But with this one in particular, the lady that was from FEMA, she said, they don't have to pay it back. We were like, are you kidding me, right? It was not, it was an actual grant. They have money that's a grant right now. So we thought, wow, that's different than everywhere else. So we thought we'll pass that on as well.
Yeah, well, that's why I was saying earlier. I mean, it's, you know, some people, they don't want to go take that money, but they go take it. You know, it's available, and some aspects of FEMA, there can be forgiveness, you know, on down the road. In the Northern California fires, they paid a lot of money. There was a sort of separate settlement that allowed FEMA to get reimbursed. If I remember right, I think that's the way that worked, right? And they got paid, and it didn't come out of the fire victims' personal money.
Yeah.
Even though some people had collected, a lot of people had collected from that fund previously. So, you know, there's certainly the possibility. It doesn't surprise me that there's grant money out there. And you know, somebody asked me that the other day, what if like I got money from a GoFundMe? You know, do they get a credit for that? And the answer is no, they don't, because that's what we call a collateral source. You know, if somebody does a GoFundMe and somebody helps them with $500, that's a gift. You know, that's not something that, you know, they have to like pay out of their share. That's what we call collateral source. That's in this world, that's kind of happening to a certain extent right now. So, but yeah, that's you know, whatever benefits are out there, we want them to take advantage of that 100%.
That's awesome. Thank you.